If anybody has a concern they feel that physical therapy may help with, I'd recommend that they go to their doctor and get a referral for physical therapy, and we'd be happy to help at any one of our clinics.
Hello and welcome to the Homepage Network. I'm Rhonda Pearson. It's really chilly and icy this time of year, so it can often be difficult to get the exercise we need. Today, Homepage Vice President Sarah Vogt speaks with physical therapist Eric Barlett about staying active safely in the winter months.
Thank you, Rhonda. Eric, what are some of the most common injuries that occur during this time of year?
I would say the most common injuries we see during the winter time here at our clinic would be slips and falls on snow and ice. These kind of falls can result in a wide range of injuries, including sprains and strains and even fractures to the upper and lower extremities. We also see back and shoulder injuries from shoveling, and we often have to teach the patient, proper shoveling technique to avoid those kind of injuries.
Mm-hmm. Slips and falls? Oh, I've had 2 slips in the past 2 weeks. One was right outside my back door. The other one was when I was walking with a friend, Eric. We were going down a hill and I didn't realize under the little cover of snow there was ice. So we were both stuck in the middle of the hill. We didn't quite know what to do, but we knew we didn't want to go all the way down the hill. Now fortunately we didn't fall. We maneuvered our way out of it. But so I don't have to experience that again, and people watching us don't have to experience that. What are some tips for us to use so we don't fall?
Right, yeah. I'd say that the best way to avoid slips and falls on snow and ice would be to do such things as wearing rubber-soled shoes or boots with good traction. You can even buy spikes that can slip on your shoes or boots as well. When you do walk, I would take shorter steps, smaller steps, widen your stance, as well as making sure that you stick to paths that are already cleared and treated with ice melt.
But how about inside, Eric? How can we be safer once we enter the inside of our home?
When you do come in and you're covered in snow and ice and slush, when you take off your footwear, find a designated place to put them. Because if you do not do this, the snow and ice and slush will of course melt and make a puddle, and that can, of course lead to indoor falls.
How about the proper way of shoveling snow? And what are some different opportunities for staying active this winter? Stay with us to find out more.
I have a different outlook on life because it could have been all taken away from me. I came home from college and my mom said it didn't look right. I just thought I had a common cold. I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. It was like a shock to all of us. UPMC took excellent care of me and got me to where I am today. And I'm here, 3 years in remission. I didn't choose to have cancer, but I did choose UPMC.
Welcome back. Let's continue our discussion with Eric.
Eric, you briefly mentioned snow shoveling before, but is there anything else you would like us to know?
Right. Yeah, I would say it's very important to learn how to shovel snow safely. This is to avoid stress on your body as well as your heart. It is important to keep in mind that snow shoveling is hard work. It can place a lot of stress and danger to your joints, your muscles, and especially your back. So some of the things to keep in mind when you do shovel, to keep your back straight, to bend at the knees, to use your legs to support loads rather than your back, to avoid twisting motions. When it's really cold and frigid temperatures, I would say it's important to come inside and take breaks periodically. When you come inside, get a drink of water, change your clothes, get into dry clothes before going back out. And something else to keep in mind, if you're elderly or if you have some kind of medical condition or physical disability, to either enlist the help of loved ones for snow removal or possibly hired help.
And Eric, you just mentioned going in and getting a drink of water, how important is hydration during the wintertime?
Right, yeah. A lot of people don't think of hydration in the wintertime, but yeah, that's a good point. Hydration fuels your muscles. It is very important because, as I said, shoveling snow is very strenuous and we do a lot of sweating. So it's just as important to hydrate in the wintertime as it would be in the summertime, like when you're doing yard work or if you're working out, exercising.
I have a serious question, but I want to ask it in such a funny way. Should we just wait inside until winter passes and come out in the spring?
That sounds good to me. But it is important for us to stay active during the wintertime and not hibernate. When a lot of us tend to be more lazy in the wintertime, it can cause muscle weakness, joint stiffness, decreased balance, decreased endurance. So it is important to find ways to stay active during the wintertime. You can simply walk laps in your home. You can use an exercise app on your phone. As far as some good ideas for outside of the home, you could join a local gym, you could join a local indoor pool, you could sign up for an exercise class. Parks and Rec have a lot of great winter activities and classes that you can sign up for.
I went to my doctor, Eric, because I was having a hip problem. She referred me to here, this building. I received care and I no longer have a hip problem. So what do others do to be able to come see you?
Like you, Sarah, if anybody has a concern they feel that physical therapy may help with, I'd recommend that they go to their doctor and get a referral for physical therapy, and we'd be happy to help at any one of our clinics.
For more information about UPMC Susquehanna Physical Therapy, please visit their website or call the numbers listed below. Thank you for joining us today on the Homepage Network.